Like I said before, I used to work on the council as a carpenter, and I'd made friends with a guy called George, who was also a carpenter like me, apart from the fact he wasn't a very good carpenter, but that's not relevant. Lovely guy. And he's a bit of a lump, because it turns out that he used to be a heavyweight boxer in the army. But for all of that, he's one real bundle of fun. He's all full of humour and jokes and making everyone smile. There's no aggression about the guy at all. But he obviously knows how to look after himself. And because we're buddies, I thought I'd, wind him up on occasions and do things. And then one day I thought I'd get this old bike that he's coming to work on. I don't know where he got this. He looked like he was about 50 years old. So I put it on top of the skip. It's all full of rubbish in the yard. And apparently, he never said a word. But the other guys told me that when he came out, he's looking for his bike. He sees it on top of the skip. And he said, "What's that doing on there?" So Kev put that on there. He went, "Oh, right." And he just took it off the skip and drove off and never said a word about it. He obviously didn't like that. But I thought it was just a joke. But he obviously limited with how far he can take a joke. And then a couple of weeks after that, I said to him, "You have a nice weekend, George?" He said, "Nah." Well, he said it would have been. But he said, "I took the wife out on Friday night. We went to this lovely Indian restaurant. It's just me and her sat there all dressed up, little candle in the middle of the table." He said, and four lads, he said, 25, 30 years old, who'd obviously come out the pub, had a few beers, sat on the table right near us. And he said, "They are swearing for England. And I ain't got a problem with anyone enjoying themselves, but, I've got my wife there, this is a restaurant." He said, and all I did, I said, can you keep it down, lads, especially with the swearing. He said, "I'm here with my wife." And one of them said, "Oh, who do you think you are?" He said, No, I don't want any trouble or anything." He said, "I just, be a bit sort of, aware of what's going on around you." He said, and one of them said, Oh, right. So, let's have a word about that then." He said, "Look, I don't want any trouble." He said, and then they're all up now. And this guy said to his mate, said, "Oh, look, he don't want any trouble. I think he's already got it." And George said, he said at that point, he said, "I've got up." He said, "Oh, look, pack it in, lads. There's no need for this." He said, and he's took a swing at me. He said, "I just knocked him out." Down he's gone, unconscious. I said, "And what happened then?" He said, "Well, the other three all sort of started to step up." I went, "Who's next?" And he said they all backed up, got their mate off the floor, got him awake, and went and paid for the couple of drinks they've had, and they left. I said, "Oh, well, you had a good night anyway." Anyhow, see you later. If you like listening to what I've got to say, do us a favour. Subscribe, ring the bell, make a comment, anything. Just let me know you're there. Thanks a lot. See ya.